Hey everybody, this here is the DJI Mini 2. It's a great beginner drone, and in this video I'm going to be talking about it and also teaching you how to fly it, like the basic controls. So without further ado, let's go. Hey everybody, this here is the DJI Mini 2. It's an awesome lightweight drone made by DJI. It's so light it's under 150 grams, which means that it's legal to fly in most countries without a license, making this a great beginner drone. So I've had it for about a week now, and I've flown it around, taken some awesome shots, but just for an unboxing experience, I put it back in the box the way I got it, just so you can see how it comes packaged. So let's see what we've got in here. First thing, it's this big bag. Now I got the Fly More combo, which means that it comes with more accessories and more extra things, such as 2 extra batteries and a battery charger, stuff like that. Alright, so the first thing we have in here is the actual drone. You can see it comes with this strap here. The original Mavic Mini did not have this. This is something new to the Mini 2, and it's really nice if you're trying to fit it in your pocket, like on a robe or whatever. I don't know why you would do that, but you could definitely carry this around in small bags anywhere, especially with this new strap added. I love how small it can fold. This here is the Fly More combo battery pack. So you can see it can hold 3 batteries. They slide out pretty easily. And then if you want to check how much battery they have left, just press this button on the side and they will light up the ones that are charged. So you can see this one's fully charged, this one's completely empty. Next thing we have in here is the controller. Now what's interesting about the controller is that there's no sticks on it, and that helps it go down in the bag. So to get to the sticks, they're actually down here in the bottom. You're just gonna unfold them and pop them in there. We also have this box. It just says accessories on the bottom. If we look in here, we have a USB to USB-C cable for charging and for data transfer, as well as a USB charging brick. And then other than that, the only other things we have are some cables to connect your phone to the controller if you don't have an iPhone, and the screwdriver for tightening the props. So now I'm going to show you how to connect your phone to it and start flying. Alright, so before you get flying, you want to make sure that you have the DJI Fly app installed on your phone, and then you can just go ahead and leave it on the home screen. We're going to take the strap off of the drone and unfold the arms. Okay, and also if we want to record videos to an SD card, we need one that is above class. We're going to put the sticks in. You're just going to use your fingernail and pull it from out of the bottom. And then just make sure that the battery on your drone is fully charged. Just turn on the drone itself. To do that, you're going to do a short press. Just for future reference, I'll just show you the battery level. But after you do the short press, you want to do a long press. The props will kind of dilate or whatever. And you'll hear the little DJI ringtone thing. After that, you're going to open up this little slot on the top. So keep in mind the antennas are right here. So make sure those are aiming towards the drone. You shouldn't have problems with that though. Alright, so you turn on the remote the same way you turn on the drone. You're just going to do a short press, then a long press. And you'll see that it'll automatically open up the DJI Fly app right here on your controller. And, oh, something I forgot to do that you need to do every time is take off this little gimbal cover. You just squeeze on the bottom of it, and then there you go. But you can see right now it says take off with caution because there's not many satellites to connect to GPS with, and that's because we're inside. So right now I'm just going to show you how to start up the props, and then we're going to go to another spot where I can show you how to actually fly this thing. Alright, so to start up the props, you can either push both sticks to the outside, or push both sticks to the inside. Either one of those will turn it on or off. So push it to the inside. Alright, let's go outside. Alright, so let's start with taking off the drone. There is 2 ways to do that. The first way is to do it manually. So you're going to start off the rotors, how I showed you, and then just push up on the left stick. And you can see it'll start to hover by itself. The second way to take off is just to do it manually. You can see we can hit this button here on the left-hand side of the DJI Fly app, and then just hold down on the takeoff icon. You'll see the drone will just hover by itself. Now, once it's in the air, how do we control it? Well, basically, these two sticks, there's two different functions for each one. So for the left stick, the first function is up and down, and that controls the altitude of the drone. So if I push it up and down, it controls how low and high the drone goes. Now if you push the stick left and right, it will rotate the drone, like on the Z-axis, like it's looking around. Now the left stick, if you push it left and right, it won't turn, it'll just go straight left and right. And then the second one is forward and backward, and that's just by pressing up and down on the right stick. So that'll control if the drone goes forwards or if it goes backwards. And just keep in mind the drone is facing away from us right now, and you want to do that mostly. Alright, now let's talk about landing. Same way as taking off, there's two ways to do it. You could A, pull down all the way on the stick, and then it's basically just going to land by itself. Or you could just press the landing icon once you're in the air, hold down on that, and OK, and you can see the drone will land by itself. And this doesn't really matter how high up it is, it'll just come down, straight down. Alright, let's go on a test flight. I want to look around and explore this place. Alright, you can see we're up in the air. So you want to make sure that whenever you're flying near trees, you want to be pretty high up. So you can see we are a good distance above the trees, and only now do I feel freely to move around, because you really don't want to get your drone stuck in a tree. And this is a good time to talk about the different modes. So basically, if you look on the controller, there's a little switch with 3 different modes on it. There's sport mode, normal mode, and cinematic mode. So if I switch it over to cinematic mode, you can see everything about the drone moves slower. It's just a slower experience. Normal is basically just medium mode. As a beginner, you probably want to take off your first flight as either normal or cinematic mode. And this is just like basic directional flying. It's normal speed. And then sport mode is exactly what you would think. It's just a faster version. Now, I normally use this just because it's better to get around. Alright, now as you're starting off with the drone, I think it's very important that you don't ever fly the drone where you can't see it, and you always keep it facing away from you. But once you get more experience flying it near you, then I think it's definitely okay to go and explore. As long as you're looking at the camera, I think you could be smart enough to tell when you're about to hit something. So let's go check out this highway. Since I have an SD card in, I'm going to start recording. The SD card is in the drone, and it has to be above class 10. And then you can just press the button on the back of your controller to start recording. It's a sweet shot. Now let's talk about return to home. Basically, the drone uses GPS to automatically return to home whenever you tell it to. So say I want it to return to home, all you're going to do is hold down on this button here, and you will see it'll start turning towards us and then just going towards us. Now beforehand, you can set a return to home altitude right here, auto RTH altitude. And you want to set that higher than any trees, because the drone isn't just going to go around the trees, so you need to set a height that's above everything. That way, whenever it's coming towards you, after you hit return to home, it won't hit anything. Almost here. Now you can actually adjust the camera and move around while it's in return to home. And there you go. That is how to fly the DJI Mini 2. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. This video wasn't super in-depth, but it should give you enough knowledge to start flying the DJI Mini 2 if you decide to get it. or if you already have it and you just don't know how to fly it for some reason. If you want to see a compilation of some cool drone shots that I made, then just tap right up there. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Dipper Studios. Peace.